Paraplegos are sweet.
Oh, I love those things. They get a really nice red with turquoise in the face. So they get the turquoise jewel name.
What's going on, fish nerds? I just got here to Top Shelf Aquatics. You may remember I did a fish store tour here a few months ago, but I'm just dropping in to see what's new here in the shop, and I may end up taking something home. You never know, but we'll see. All right, guys, so here inside the store, looks like he does have some new stuff. This tank here was still being set up last time we were here. So he's got this rocking and rolling now. Got some really sharp looking saltwater stuff going on in here. I'm assuming this guy here's a trigger. He's pretty sweet looking.
These are gold Synodontis.
Oh, nice.
There's two of them in there, and of course they're hiding really well. Let's see if we can find the other one. Yeah, I see his fat head. Here we go. Just keep it down there. I'm gonna push him out.
Oh, okay, I got you.
This is actually the first time I've ever had or seen these. Looks like a sunfish,
wow.
or,
Yeah.
but only gets to about maybe 8 inches. Nowhere near the size of those giant behemoths. A catfish with some color, not something you see particularly often.
These Paraplegos are sweet.
Oh, I love those things.
Nice.
I think there's only 2 of the Medusas, and it looks maybe like a male and a female.
I don't think I've ever seen the Medusas anywhere but here.
Oh, they're awesome. Those are babies, kind of. They get bigger than hand size.
Really? See, I didn't realize that. I assumed they were kind of standard ancestral size.
No, they're big ancestors.
I know they got a big old head on them.
Yes. Way more bristles than a common bushy nose.
These are one of my favorites.
Somebody just took one out the door. That's my last one. But yeah, they are killer.
These are sharp looking.
Very often. These are Amazonian flatheads. There's one right there.
Oh, wow.
Tell where they get their name from.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know why they call it a flathead.
Yes, indeed. I don't know if you mean like Gymnogeophagus, but these guys are really sharp. The blue neons.
Oh, these guys are sharp. So I've got a 30 tall that I'm wanting to kind of rescape out and do like a small, whether a community or just a small display tank. What would you recommend from what you've got that's kind of a little bit off the beaten path?
Moandas?
This is one of the smaller, more peaceful African cichlids.
They're definitely one of the much more peaceful. There's one, there's one, there's one. Since I moved them, they haven't went into spawning color, but give me a sec. Let me start filling this up. I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
They get a really nice red with turquoise in the face. So they get the turquoise jewel name.
And this is about max size for these, aren't they? A little bit bigger?
Close to 3.5, 4 inches.
3.5, 4. All right, guys, so I am back from Top Shelf, and I did get some fish. And full disclosure, I am breaking the rules as far as quarantine goes, but only because I fully trust Dave's quarantine methods. He's already quarantined these fish, and with my quarantine tank already being occupied, I'm just gonna go ahead and trust him on his quarantining and go ahead and add these guys to the tank. Not that I recommend you guys not quarantine your fish. Please don't take this as saying you don't need to quarantine. Always quarantine your fish. This is just a do as I say, not as I do type situation. But I've got them here floating, acclimating to temperature in the 30-gallon tall. And I'm pretty excited about these guys. This is something I've never kept before. And I'm gonna get them turned loose into the tank and let them get settled in, and I'll check back in with you guys. All right, and here they are. So I actually ended up getting sidetracked and I wasn't able to continue filming when I brought these guys home. So they've actually had a couple of days to get settled in. So they're starting to color up really nice. But these are a species of Hemichromis, which is an African cichlid. They are a type of jewel cichlid, Hemichromis Moanda, and there's debate, I'm not sure if it's been settled yet, on whether or not Hemichromis Moanda is actually Hemichromis Lifalili, if I'm pronouncing that right, and the fish previously named Lifalili is, you know, something else. But all that said, I say jewel cichlid, a lot of people may be going, wait a minute, you've got jewel cichlids and guppies in the same tank, you're asking for a bloodbath. Well, that's the thing. These are Moanda jewel cichlids, and the Moandas are actually far more peaceful than your regular jewel cichlid. So I'm really excited about these guys. I think they look fantastic. I'm really stoked now to do the aquascape in this tank and set it up with some caves for these guys, and just really excited about these fish. They just look awesome. They already seem to be showing some cool personality traits. You know, I went into Top Shelf and I was talking to Dave, and I basically told him what tank I had, what I was kind of wanting to do with it, and he showed me these guys, and he actually showed me a picture of what the male is going to look like when they're breeding, and my goodness, he just gets this deep red color and just looks amazing. And I love the blue spangling they got on their jaws, and I'm just really excited about these guys, really excited to set the tank up for them. And so originally in this tank, I had planned on making this another bristlenose breeding tank, and was also planning on, you know, getting some kind of dwarf cichlid, whether a pistos or something that I could breed for profit. And I talked about this in the live stream. I really feel like deliberately breeding for profit, I'm kind of over it at this point. I've done it. I've had a level of success with it. I've proven to myself that I can do it, and even do it well. But as far as having the time to ship fish and all of that, I really don't at this point. I just don't have that kind of time. And I just feel like constantly choosing what fish I'm going to keep based off of whether or not it's going to be a good breeding for profit fish, and having to set my tanks up with breeding for profit in mind is just really hindering. It's hindering me from doing what I really want to do, which is just keep some really cool, interesting fish, set up some interesting tanks, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy fish keeping and keep fish that I like, that I'm interested in, for nothing else but just to purely enjoy the fish. So that's what I'm actually thinking I'm going to start re-gearing this fish room towards, is setting up tanks that I enjoy, getting new fish, doing new things. And yeah, I'll still breed stuff, but it's going to be for the love of breeding the fish, not for, you know, maximizing fry yields and picking fish that'll sell well and things like that. I want to keep the things that I want to keep, and basically just leave it at that. Just enjoy the hobby and allow myself to be passionate about the hobby rather than trying to start a business. You know, I've got the website and stuff, and initially when I started breeding for profit, you know, I was thinking I was going to start, you know, a small business, breeding a bunch of fish and selling them and have a nice little side gig. And my passion for setting it up as a business is just gone. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to keep the website or not, just because I want this to be a hobby. I don't want this to be a business. I don't want to treat it like a business. I just want to have fun with it, you know. And if some plecos breed and I sell some on Aquabid, that's awesome. If not, that's awesome. I just want to enjoy my tanks. Alright guys, so that's what I've got for you today. Just a quick trip to the fish store, picking up some new fish, and I am totally excited about these guys. I am just having so much fun with them, getting into new fish that I've never kept before, just having a blast. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these guys, and if you have any tips for them, and let me know what you think about the direction I plan on taking out here in the fish room. And if you're new here, if you're not a subscriber yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the notification squad, because I will have another video coming out next Friday. I've been streaming on some Tuesdays here, trying to do that more, but every single Friday I've got a new video coming out, so make sure you subscribe for that. Alright, you guys are awesome. God bless you, fish nerds. I'll see you next time.